to Build with the Boys. We've now got another Oscar Loves Lego. And we've got something quite exciting, haven't we?
Yeah.
What have we got?
We've got the CMF Marvel Series 2 figures.
So the collectible minifigures that Lego do, they ran was it last year or the year before?
Yeah, I think last
year. They did Series 1 of the Marvel collectible minifigs. There were some good ones in that range, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of good ones.
Really good ones. And they've now just released Series 2. Now, all of these are based on Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
Now, the difference between this one and the first series they did was most of these shows haven't actually been released yet.
Yeah, a lot of them haven't.
A lot of these shows haven't actually been released yet. I don't know if that was delays or what, or they've released this earlier than they anticipated, but there's a bunch of these characters that are from shows destined for Disney Plus that haven't actually been released yet. There is also something different with these. We are experts at squeezing bags. So if you release 18 minifigs in a series, we'll buy 18 and we'll get all 18 with no duplicates, right?
Yeah.
Every single time. Because we can fill the bags, we know what we're feeling for. A lot of people do this, and Lego have now cottoned on to that, and they've started putting these in boxes.
Oh, the boxes.
Damn the evil hearts. So it basically means you now can't fill. So duplicates are what's going to happen. So if you want a full set of these, you can't do it in. There's 12 of these to collect. You can't do it in 12. People have been weighing them, but a lot of these have got almost identical weights. When you're coming into tenths of a gram, you have to take into account if one of these has got more glue on it, that tenth of a gram goes out the window. So it's fine, but it also means you've got to walk around with a mini scale, put it up in a shop and start weighing these things, which is...
And that's super suspicious.
It's not the most practical. I mean, they used to get funny when you're squeezing the bags. If you're now taking in kit and taking out and weighing them, it's not a good look. I get why Lego's done this. They claim they've done it to be more environmentally friendly.
But on Lego comics and stuff like that, they've done paper bags.
Paper bags. So if you buy a Lego comic that comes with a figure attached to the bag is paper. So they could have gone paper bag and we still could have felt them. But they chose not to. We know why they've done this. So you'll buy more of them, trying to get the full set. Now, I don't think that's what the effect's going to be. I think all that's going to happen here is you're going to boost eBay sellers' markup.
Yeah.
So where these things used to cost maybe £1 more on eBay if you wanted a specific one, I can see these going for triple what they used to go on eBay because it's too hard to get them now.
Yeah, it's really hard.
But we
have a way, don't we, at the moment?
We've done something that was effective. We'll come to that. But what we're going to do is instead of... We're not going to buy from eBay. That's page one. I would advise you all don't buy from eBay. There are other ways of doing this. We actually have 2 swaps.
Yeah, we do.
Now, we weren't able to get a full set of 12. We've got 10, but we've only bought 12 of them.
We bought 12 of them.
We've bought 12. We've ended
up
with 2 swaps. And the way we did it was codes. So on the back of the boxes, there are codes. Now, the codes don't link to a specific figure. They're not going to do that. They're not going to say this code is this figure and this code is this figure. That's not going to happen.
But there is something in the codes because each of these figures we've got all had different codes, and we've got 12 of them.
We made sure we got different codes. So some figures have multiple codes. That's what we found out. But the fact of the matter is we've bought 12 boxes and we only got 2 duplicates. We got 10 of the 12 by just buying 12 boxes, which is pretty bloody impressive.
Yeah.
And we did that by making sure we didn't have the same codes on any of them. So that's, I mean, it's not foolproof, but I mean, it's certainly... 10 out of 12 is not bad going when it comes to duplicates on these things. What we're going to do is we're going to show you the 10 that we've got. Now, we do have 2 swaps. At the end, we'll tell you what the 2 swaps are. We are missing 2. If you have either of those 2 and you want either of the 2 swaps we've got, you can get in contact with us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com and we'll swap it. You send us yours, we'll send you ours, we'll swap. We will do a swap. We need 2, we've got 2. If you have got one of the 2 that we want and you've got a swap of the one, we'll swap. But without further ado, let's take a look at these. We'll go through them one by one, then we'll take a look, and at the end we'll tell you what we think of them. So this is our first one. Who is this, Oz?
This is Werewolf by Night.
This is Werewolf by Night. Now, I wasn't blown away by him when I first saw him, and Oscar had an idea for this figure that I think would have been better if you've seen the movie. What was your suggestion, Oz?
If he came in black and white.
Make him black and white, like the show. Yeah. So he does come with the...
Bloodstone.
The Bloodstone, he does.
Yeah.
Show him the hairpiece, Oz. Show him how this works.
So it's got like this scruffy hairpiece.
So you can see the werewolf ears are on the hairpiece.
Yeah.
So Werewolf by Night, the figure itself, has actually got two faces. Show me the face. So we have the kind of the growly face.
And then he's got happy face, which I don't really see the point of.
So he's got nice printing on the back. He's got nice printing on the arms, definitely as well with the hair.
Yeah, that's the good thing about these figures. They all have leg printing except for one.
Yeah, and I mean even the little claws there and whatnot. I think it's a nice one. It's a good one, and I mean it's good to get a Werewolf by Night because who knows when you're going to see another one of those in a set. So it's nice to see him. It would have been nice to see Elsa Bloodstone, but
like if they did the original 18 as they planned.
Yeah, the original plan was for 18. We got 12, but I like Werewolf by Night. I think he's solid. What would you give him out of 10, Oz?
6, 7.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think I'd say a 6 is fair. He's good, but he's
Yeah, he's just.
He is what he is. He's quite simple, isn't he?
If he came in black and white, that would give him.
That would give him an edge, I think. Yeah, I agree. Right, let's check the next one. Who's this, Oz?
This is Agatha Heartless.
Agatha Heartless. I actually love this one because I think that wink, if you've seen WandaVision,
oh my God,
it was Agatha all along. I think that wink, I think that face is fantastic. I think the hairpiece on this one is awesome.
Oh, the hairpiece is really
The
good.
printing on the body and on the dress, I think, is good as well. And show us the book. We need to see the book.
Agatha was amazing in the show, but in the book, you can see it's the Darkhold, and that's Wanda there.
How cool is that?
Yeah, that's really cool.
She also comes with shooters as well, so those in her hands, they do fire. If you squeeze them to the side, they will shoot out of her hands.
Are we risking to do it?
No, we won't risk to do it, but turn around. So we can see her cape as well. You can see a
nice,
better.
lovely
It's
cape.
Nice cape. Show us her other face. So you've got the wink, which I think is just the ultimate.
And then she's got the.
But then we've just got the normal sort of devilish smile on her. But I think the wink is. I think it captures the character beautifully. I think it's a great minifig. I really like this one. I think she's great. What are we giving her out of 10?
Oh, 9.
I'd say it's a solid 9.
Yeah.
Easily. Let's move on. Next, we got Hawkeye from the show Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Now there's been a bunch of Hawkeye figures, but this one is different. This is a different Hawkeye.
Yeah, I like this Hawkeye. So yeah, it's a new bow type.
This is a new bow, so this is the first time this bow's been done, and particularly in this colour as well. So this is a new type of bow.
This is nice.
He also comes with a quiver,
yeah,
which is unusual for Hawkeye figures. For some reason,
the Hawkeye figures don't come with quivers.
They don't give you a quiver. And
this is nice for me to have because I've only ever had one Hawkeye, and that was from like 2015 as well.
So we've got the kind of beaten up Hawkeye face there. He does have a second face.
Like the beaten up one there.
Yeah, so you can see he's got the plaster above his eye.
He's just got the generic.
That's his generic face, but you can see he is getting older. He's got some wrinkles on him now.
Yeah. What I don't really understand that comes with Hawkeye
is the baby owl.
The owl, yeah.
So at the end of the Hawkeye show, they do shrink down a van that an owl then swoops in and flies off with, and that is why we've got this baby owl. To be honest with you, I think this has probably been developed for a Harry Potter thing, and this is the first time you've seen it. I imagine these baby owls are going to end up in an absolute ton of Harry Potter sets.
Yeah.
But overall, I'd say he is what he is. I mean, it's a nice print on the body. The arms have got nice printing on them. He does just have black legs.
Yeah, it's the only figure that doesn't come with leg printing.
But I think it's nice. I think it's a solid figure. I just think it's a little basic. What are we giving him out of 10, Oz?
7 or 8.
7. I'd say a 7's fair.
Because he's not bad, but he's not the best.
The owl's just a bit random, innit?
Yeah, I mean, if he lost the owl, that would give him a definite 8, but...
He'd need something else instead of the owl.
Yeah, he would, like, I don't know.
I don't know what, but the owl's just a bit random for me.
Yeah.
I'd give him a 7. I'd say he's a good 7.
Yeah.
Right, let's look at the next one. This is Hank McCoy, also known as... Beast, from X-Men 91. So the X-Men 91 series is going to be on Disney Plus, which is a continuation of the original animated series. And this is a great one. I wasn't blown away by him when I first saw him, but seeing him sort of up close physically, he's great. The printing on him is fantastic. So the printing on his legs, his body, his head, his arms, I think he's fantastic. The little microscope build you've got there is cool. That X-Men cup is just badass. Beast does have 2 faces, and also his hair is similar to Werewolf by Night, in that Beast's ears are attached to the hairpiece. Take the hairpiece off and show us those.
Also, at first you have this smiley and...
So we have the one wearing glasses.
Yeah,
So you have Beast wearing glasses. And then
you have his angry
we've
face.
got what's essentially Battle Beast.
Yeah.
So if you want him ready to fight, you can have, Battle Beast as well. But show us the hairpiece.
So it's a nice blue and black striped one.
But his ears are attached to the hairpiece, much like Werewolf by Night.
Yes, so that's nice. It's a nice hairpiece for Beast.
It's a good figure. It really is a good figure. I mean, he looks basic at first, but when you actually get into him, he is actually a good figure, and it's a massive character, and he rightfully so should have a minifigure, and he's looking really good, really really good.
Yeah.
Let's check. What would you give him at 10?
Yeah, I would give him a 9.
I'd give him a 9. I think he's a solid one. He's a great addition to the Marvel minifigs. He's a good one. Who's this, Oz?
Storm.
So we got Storm, based again on the 91 series. This is a great one. I really like this one. I think this is fantastic. Cool. The shoulder pads, the lightning elements, the mohawk, the cape particularly. The cape's fantastic.
It goes from her neck to her hands.
So the cape attaches to the hands. So when you move the hands down, the cape goes with it. And we just think, I just think it's cool. They've captured the character beautifully. I can see, again, this hairpiece. I believe this is new to this. That hairpiece is going to appear a lot in different colours in the future. I can see coming. I think this one's great. I think Storm is really good. I think they've captured the character fantastically. She is a standout. She looks amazing. The print's good on her. If we can lift her cloak up at the back as well, you can kind of see the printing goes to the back as well. So there's plenty of back printing on it. It's a great looking figure. It really is. They've captured the character fantastically, I think. What we giving her at 10, Oz?
10.
10, easily.
I love the figure.
It's a great figure.
It's awesome.
It really is.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Who's this, Oz?
Echo.
It's Echo from Hawkeye, and she's getting her own show. I don't have a lot to say about this figure.
Oh, the nerve for her to kill Kingpin at the end of the show.
There's that, but I mean, my thing is with it as well is of all the other figures they could have done.
Oh, they had the chance to do Gambit or flipping Cyclops. They could have done bloody I don't know.
Elsa Bloodstone.
yeah, Elsa Bloodstone.
Anyone from Miss Marvel.
Oh, they could have done, you know what? They could have done a What If Season 1 figure. They could have done Doctor Strange Supreme. Mm-hmm. I would have loved that as a figure, but no, we get Echo.
And what is it she's holding?
Like a bat or something.
Is it? Or is it an ice cream? Or, I mean, do you even know what that is?
I don't.
Me neither. The figure itself, I mean, look, the printing is good on the figure.
Yeah,
I mean, I will give it.
It's got a nice robotic leg.
Yeah, it's got a nice robotic leg on it. I mean, the hairpiece is nice as well. You can see the hairpiece there. Should you have a second face, Oz?
Yeah.
Show us the hairpiece as well, close up, please, mate. So the hairpiece is nice. I mean, it is. The actual figure itself, I can't take away from. I just find this one a bizarre inclusion in this set because this is the one no one wants.
Yeah, no one wants an Echo. And if they were doing it in bags this year, they'd get 1,000 Echoes back.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of peg warmer Echoes.
And they'd be missing a lot of the X-Men, wouldn't they, and stuff.
I think, for me to rate this one, figure-wise, I'd say the actual figure itself, I'd say it's a solid 7, easy. But the character, 3. I'm serious, because it's like... it's just a nothing character.
She doesn't really do anything in the show. And if I'm right, in the comics, she becomes Ronin, doesn't she?
Kind of.
And, she hates on Ronin the entire...
Let's move on. So this is Goliath. Now, this was quite a surprise inclusion, because a lot of people were expecting either an Ultron or somebody else, or maybe a Kang. We weren't expecting Goliath. This would suggest that Goliath is going to be in What If Season 2.
Yeah.
That's where we think he's going to be. But this is why we've got him. Now, he has appeared before, so Goliath himself was in Ant-Man and the Wasp, played by Lawrence Fishburne. So you do get... Is this a mini Ant-Man or is this a mini Goliath?
Mini Ant-Man.
It's a mini Ant-Man. So you do get a micro figure with this one. So you get...
The mini Ant-Man.
The mini Ant-Man.
You get a lot of these nowadays.
You do. They're amazingly common now. They weren't, but now you get lots of them.
Any Ant-Man set It's like, boom, miniature Ant-Man.
So let's have a closer look at Goliath, so you can kind of see the detailing on him there.
It's a nice helmet.
It's a really nice figure. I mean, you can see the detail on that leg print and also on the arm print as well. The helmet's looking good. The back prints, they just don't let up on this one. There is a lot of detail in this print. It's nice. But also, you don't just get the helmet. You do get a hairpiece as well. So we can take the helmet off. So we have...
his angry expression.
There's Angry Goliath. And then we have...
Smiley Goliath.
Smiley Goliath. But he also does come with a hairpiece too.
That was introduced in the first Marvel.
It was.
CMF,
yeah.
For T'Challa.
For T'Challa, yeah. So this is T'Challa's hair that he's got. But he's looking good, right? I think he's good. I think he's a little underwhelming, but I think once the actual episode comes out, people all of a sudden might love Goliath. So that's where it's. But I mean, he's a relevant character, and I think that the figure itself is really good.
Yeah, it's a nice figure.
It's a nice figure. It is genuine nice figure. There was a lot of detail on this figure. You get the little Ant-Man with it as well. I think that's cute as hell. What are we giving this one out of 10?
7 or 8.
I think an 8. I would say an 8 personally. I think because the amount of detail in the arm print and the leg print and
it's a very nice generic thing.
It is. I think the fact you get two faces, you get the helmet, you get the hair, and you get the mini Ant-Man. I think that's quite a lot for your cash there. It's a nice one. Let's move on. So who's this, Oz?
Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight.
Stephen Grant.
It is. So there are 2 of these in this set. So we do get the Moon Knight is available in this set. This is the Mr. Knight version. And again with this one, man, I like this. I think the stitching they've done on the mask is fantastic. The print on the suit is good. The little fish tank's hysterical. It's got a little pyramid in there. So you get this little fish tank build. If you've seen the show, you know the fish tank.
And what's interesting about the fish tank is that it's got the seaweed, the Lego seaweed piece. So it's not normal seaweed, it's Lego seaweed.
Lego seaweed in there. So we've got the back print in there. You can see the seam runs from the mask all the way down the back. It's nice. I mean, it captures the character. It's a good one. I like this one. I like this one a lot because there's something very menacing about Mr. Knight, and I think this has captured it well. Where are you rating this one, Oz?
At the moment, 8 or 7.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
I'd like 7.5.
Yeah, somewhere around that.
It's nice. I think does it look like the character? 100%. Have they put some effort into it? Yes, they have. I think the fish tank build is funny as hell. It's a nice printed brick as well, which there'll be a rarity to that brick. I can't ever see that brick coming around again, can you?
No, it's not.
So it's a nice one, man. And then you've always got that brick for your builds. I think it's a good one. Let's move on. She-Hulk.
It's an okay character.
I've got a problem with this one. I actually like this figure.
It's a good figure.
It's a good figure. Now you can see what she's holding. Good. So we've got Emil Blonsky there. We've got the Abomination.
Maybe referencing a soon-to-be Lego Abomination figure.
Could be. And then we have her cell phone here. And you can see she's calling Wong.
Imagine how rare of a piece that would be.
Now, the print's good on this. You can see kind of the sneaker boots that she's got there. The print's great. The face is good. I think the face captures the character well. We've got this lovely green hair. This isn't the first She-Hulk minifig. There was one in a set before, but this is the first MCU She-Hulk. You can see her other face there. So that's how she'll look in the other way. My problem with this one, I guarantee, is going to be the same problem you've got, Oz. The height.
Oh, just give her the Avatar legs.
Give her the Avatar legs. Give her the Avatar legs and make her a lot bigger than she is. Because she's the same height as Wolverine at this point. Which is...
Wolverine's like mine.
Yeah. I think it's a good figure, but I think they missed a trick by not giving her the long legs. I think this should be a taller figure. It should either have the longer torso, like Hagrid has, or it should have the longer legs that the Avatar figures and the Woody figure had.
Yeah.
So for that, I'm giving her a 6 out of 10.
5, 6. 7.
Yeah, I think it would have been such an easy thing to do to make her tall. I don't think it would have been difficult at all, and they just didn't. And I think that's a misfire on their part. Yeah. Okay, we've got one more of our 10 to go, so let's bring that one over. So we have Wolverine. Now, at first, when we saw that Wolverine was in this, we weren't blown away because Wolverine...
It's like our fourth Wolverine.
Well, Wolverine went from being an incredibly rare figure to incredibly common. So you get a lot of Wolverines these days and a lot of different sets.
When you saw the first set and you're like, oh my god, is that the first ever Wolverine? You're like, yeah, I'll buy that. This is going to be worth a lot of money someday.
Now you just get loads of Wolverines.
Later, there's already 3 other Wolverines.
But I will say this. So with this one, we get the Sentinel head, which is cool as hell.
Lush.
That really is cool. The other thing you get with this Wolverine is this will come off. So we have that face there for the eyes. We can rotate the head here. And we can add the hairpiece.
I would have chose a different hairpiece for this one, to be honest.
Why can't I get this hairpiece on?
I don't know. It's very complex.
I think it's just sitting weird on the head. Put the hairpiece on for us, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't have chose this hairpiece for Wolverine because it's essentially J. Jonah Jameson hairpiece.
It is J. Jonah Jameson's hair. They've not made Wolverine's hair yet. I wouldn't say this is far off it.
The one I would have liked is the one they did in Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Now, what I will give for this one is at first glance, you just go, oh, another Wolverine. But what we can show you...
We've got the one from the mech here.
Is we've got the one from the mech. Now, the difference being... Now, the camera's not doing this justice. This is a much darker yellow-orange to this one.
It's like a tangerine.
This one looks like it's based on the sort of taupe and tan, the orange and tan Wolverine. And you can see there's no arm printing on him. There's no real leg printing on him. He's quite a basic looking figure. If we take the hat off, you can see a similar face.
This one has got more hair.
Yeah. So the one that we've just got is based on the 91 series. And you can see the arms.
I've got hair.
We've got hairy arms. We've got the leg print in. There's a lot more detail on the body. You can see he's got the little goatee beard there. It's good. I think as the Wolverines go, this is probably the best one I've seen of the Lego Wolverines because you have the addition of the hair as well. I like this one. I think it's good. I do. So if you want a decent Wolverine, of all the Wolverines I've seen, this is the best Wolverine I've seen.
The Sentinel headpiece.
The Sentinel head is worth it alone, I think. The Sentinel head's a really cool thing. It's nice. It's a good one. We're going to put them all together, look at them all stud together. We didn't rate Wolverine, I've just been reminded. What are you giving him out of 10?
Oh, I've got to go 9 or 10, really.
I'd go 9, because I'm not going 10 because there's been a bunch of Wolverines. So I'd say out of the Wolverines, he's the best Wolverine by far. I'd say that the other ones don't come close to him. I'd say he's a very good Wolverine. So it might be disappointing as a character we've had a bunch of times, but he is a very, very good version of that character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. We're going to put them all together. We'll take a look at them all lined up. So those are the 10 that we have. Now, as I said, we bought 12 and we got 10 that we needed, which is not bad going, I think. We did pick up 2 swaps. So which of the 2 swaps that we've got? Well, we will show you. So we have duplicates of Goliath. And we also have a duplicate of Storm. So these are the 2 duplicates that we have. We have duplicates of Storm and Goliath. We need... Who do we need, Oz?
Moon Knight and Kate Bishop.
We need Moon Knight and Kate Bishop. So if you have a spare Moon Knight or a spare Kate Bishop and you need a Goliath or you need a Storm, will you get in touch with us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com and we will do a cultural exchange of goods. We'll take either for either. So we don't care if you got Kate Bishop and you want Goliath, we'll swap. If you got Kate Bishop and you want Storm, we'll swap. We need those final 2. We're not going to go through eBay. Through the power of YouTube, the internet, and kindness, we're going to try and complete the collection and maybe help you complete yours.
It's a bit annoying because Moon Knight was the one I really bloody wanted.
It is what it is. But I mean, so if you're in the same situation as us and you've got duplicates and you're looking to get a complete set and you need one of these 2, or you want an extra one of these 2, well, we got you. Contact us. If you've got Kate Bishop or you've got a Moon Knight, get in touch and we'll work something out. Let's have a chat. So that's it. So that's the 10 of the 12 that we've got.
Yeah.
What's your final thoughts on those? Do you like them? Is it a good series?
Yeah, but as you said to me earlier today, there's not a lot of standout characters, is there?
That's what I'd say right now. Don't misinterpret me when I say that. What I mean by this one is in the last series of these,
You had, like,
I'd say there were 3 or 4 that were like, ooh, and it's like, so the zombie Captain America was a standout of the last season.
Yeah, I wanted that one so bad.
The Falcon Captain America with the wingsuit and that was really good. I'm trying to think who else was good in that one. White Vision was good in that one.
White Vision, yeah.
Who else did we have?
We had all of them.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to think who was in the set. There was definitely one that I thought, oh yeah, that one's really good. And
Loki.
I can't. No, I like the Loki. The Loki was the one of the time agency. It was T'Challa as Star-Lord. When are you ever going to see that again? You're not, you know.
Oh yeah, it's like, damn, that is sick. It's an awesome.
It was cool. There was some really good ones in there, and you got Throg as well.
Oh, Throg. That's part of the reason I like the Loki figures so much.
Yeah, because he came with Throg. So there were these ones where everything was kind of killer in that one. There were a couple of bad ones. Monica Rambeau was kind of a nothing character in that set. It was like and I didn't think much of the female Loki in that set.
Sylvie. She was awesome in the show.
Yeah, but the character, the minifig I don't think did it justice. And the Loki was all right.
I didn't really like. The Bucky didn't stand out to me.
The Bucky didn't stand out. Yeah,
he's just, Bucky.
It was just Bucky.
Like, yeah.
But there were ones that really stood out. Whereas with this set, I don't think, with the exception of Storm, I'd say, I think Storm really stands out from the crowd. I think there's a lot of good figures in this, but no real eye catchers. That said, having seen Moon Knight is a standout. I'll definitely say that. But that said, having seen Agatha up close on the screen when we were making this, I think that face is fantastic. That's one of the best faces on a Lego fig I've seen. Full stop. I think that really captures the character well. I think
Agatha's awesome. It's just because as like someone. I'm not relatively new to Marvel, but I don't know a lot about it. So I'm watching WandaVision and finding out this new character because I didn't know who Agatha was.
And I mean, she's got a show, House of Heartless, is coming to Disney Plus.
I can't wait for it because she was so good in the show.
Yeah,
even when she wasn't Agatha Heartless,
she was still good in the show.
When she was the neighbour, it was like, that's awesome.
So I like this series. I think it's solid. I think is what it is. There's a couple of misfires in there, but I think by and large the ones that we've seen so far, Echo, There's a couple of they can't all be winners. There's a couple of misfires in there, but I think ultimately this is a good set. I think a lot of these you're just not going to get in sets. I can't see them making a Werewolf by Night set. I can't see them making a Goliath set. They might appear in films later on that means you get these.
They did What If sets.
They did do What If sets.
If Goliath is in What If.
Yeah, who knows? Potentially you could get him. You could get him, I suppose. But that's about all from us. As I said, we do have a Storm to swap and we do have a Goliath to swap. What we want is a Kate Bishop
and a Moon Knight.
So if you got one, it's going to be first come, first served. We will sort out a swap. You can contact us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com or you can pop a comment in the comments down below. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe because it helps our channel massively and we just like having you all along for the journey. In a world where you can be anything at all, what are we going to be, Oz?
Just be nice.
Just be nice. It really is that simple. And we will see you very soon because we have got what we got, Oz. What's similar to this but ain't this?
Marvel Lego, do you mean?
We got the Disney collectible minifigures, which we haven't done a video of yet, and we are going to. So season 3,
4,
three of the Disney.
4, yeah.
Season 3, I think, it is the Disney minifigures. We've got those. We will be doing those soon on the channel, so you're about to see all of those. We'll be back very soon. So again, once more, in a world we can be anything, will just be nice. It's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from you.
Bye.
We'll catch you next time.